Jacking up a vehicle and replace wheel. In the event that you need to replace a wheel, it is important to put your safety first when jacking up a vehicle. Make sure that you are jacking your vehicle on a flat, stable surface. Jacking a vehicle on a slope or soft ground is dangerous. Make sure your vehicle doesn't hinder traffic and that the parking brake is fully engaged. To change a wheel, first locate the tools and jack in the storage compartment behind the rear left seat. To remove the jack, turn the jack socket counterclockwise so that the ram is fully lowered away from the holder. Next, retrieve the spare wheel with the spare wheel removal bar. To assemble these, tighten the joint bolts by hand or with the Phillips head screwdriver. Insert the spare wheel removal bar into the hole in the spare wheel carrier and turn the jack handle counterclockwise. Make sure the spare wheel is resting on the ground completely and that there is enough space between the spare wheel carrier plate and the wheel. Place your fingers through the center of the disc and hold the tabs on the carrier plate. Stand the plate so that it's perpendicular to the disc wheel, then remove it through the center of the wheel. Now, it's time to use a jack to raise the vehicle. Before doing so, make sure your jacking point is on a flat, level surface. Failure to position the jack in the right area could result in the slipping and injury. To raise the vehicle, insert the jack bar into the jack socket. Place the jack directly below the jacking point to make sure it's upright. When jacking the front wheel, apply the jack head to the flat part of the bracket on the frame side. For the rear wheel, set the jack at a point within 90 millimeters or 3.5 inches from the leaf spring above the axle tube. Align the recess on the jack head to the curved surface of the axle tube center. To change a wheel, chalk the wheel diagonally opposite to it. Confirm the jack is in good contact with the jacking point and raise the vehicle by turning the jack handle clockwise. And raise the vehicle enough so that the wheel is not quite clear of the ground. Loosen the wheel nuts with the wheel nut wrench so that the wheel remains in a stable position. Then jack the vehicle so that the wheel clears the ground completely. Remove the loosened wheel nuts, then remove the wheel. For models with aluminum wheels, remove the wheel cover by pressing from the backside of the wheel. Before installing a wheel, check the disc wheel for deformations or cracks, the hub's disc wheel fitting surface for excessive wear, and the wheel bolts and nuts for thread damage. If any damage is found, check the other parts as well and replace them if found to be defective. If all is seen to be in good form, you can proceed with installation. Install the wheel while aligning the bolt holes in the disc wheel with wheel bolts. Screw in each wheel nut by hand until it touches the nut seating surface of the disc wheel. Then tighten all wheel nuts by hand until the wheel is firmly held in position. Face the tapered ends of the wheel nuts inward and turn the bleeder screw of the jack counterclockwise to slowly lower the vehicle. Tighten the wheel nuts in a diagonal sequence to each other. After changing the wheel, turn the steering wheel in both directions to make sure the wheels do not interfere with surrounding components. To store the spare wheel, set the disc wheel facing upwards and insert the plate into the center. Insert the plate hook into the disc wheel nut hole and make sure it's securely engaged. When the disc wheel is raised halfway, let the chain rest in the center. Turn the jack handle to lift the wheel and turn the removal bar clockwise to fully wind the chain.